something like this. So basically, there we go. That's a lot easier than trying to do two at a time. If I get it up so it's just clicking around. Should this not just roll down? Why is that so stiff? Still a height check, so it's just under 20 there. Yeah, the height's matched up. So it's like, because that's not flat, if I lift it up, or for instance, a better test like that, wouldn't it? And then, of course, you've got no encumbrance there. So you usually set that to 4 inches. This is if you're travelling around with the mill sort of flat packed without the uprights in it, because it's a nuisance sometimes to have it with the uprights sticking up. And then lower it down on these, and that is a bit of a faff. So then, this is one of the older bars with the holes. It hasn't got the slot, so I haven't got the give at the bottom, and that makes it far more of a pain to set up. But this is smooth. It's smooth. Smooth. Yeah, so I've been sort of lucky there a bit, seems to be, although I haven't tightened up the other clamps there. So now if I go up again, oh, it's beautiful. Now the markings on this have now been changed, and oh, that's brilliant. Set that up there. What's the chances of me being able to do that there? I'm going to go around that. Got the uprights already in the mill. Sadly I haven't got a thicker marker ready, but what I want to try and do is this, you'll see sort of later, but I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not sure I'll reach down to that. Hopefully you'll see the plan afoot shortly. So those deeper cuts where you sort of come down further on the log, they're so awkward to do. And we have got longer uprights now for the Panther. They're just not pleasant to do because you can't, maybe it'd be easier if you had a flat side. So obviously this is only a small log. But if that side was flat, it'd be easier. But trying to steer it's a pain in the arse when it's deep down, because the top of the mill doesn't sort of track the bar. It's not all sort of tied together. So the top of the mill, sort of, you push that and then it sort of makes it go at a bit of an angle slightly. So that's the hardest one to do. But the plan is now is to see if I can, I'm going to put some stickers in there, and so it's pre-stickered. You'll see what I mean in a minute. So it's a lot of faff because I haven't got a marker. And what would also, I was thinking before as well, if you get the ends of the logs exactly square with each other, because you can see how the angle changes with the stickers, because you want to get them so they're hard up against the end of the log. It stops that sort of last bit of the log turning in. So the second layer of stickers is much easier because you know where they're going, so you can just line them up on the first layer. So that plank actually milled a lot better, not using the internal skid. I'm not quite sure why that is. Maybe because on the, if you have a look at the outside of this side, it's quite barky and sort of lumpy, and so maybe yeah, it just wasn't going. But yeah, it's milling nicer like that. So put some more stickers in again. So I will come and tidy this up later, and then you can band it. Weight on top is probably better, and again, bear in mind I'd left this initially with a sort of first cut here, and I did this later, so that's why those top two don't line up. But if you look at those, you can see it's all really nicely stickered right at the ends. And the other good thing is that all of these are in the exact order as they've been cut, so they'll all sit exactly flat. So the whole, look, there's absolutely no movement in the, I can't shake the stack because it's all exactly stickered. You could glue the ends of that now as well if you wanted to. It looks a bit tidier from this side. But I'll probably just put weight on that. If your mill doesn't go all the way down the log, you could always saw off the top three, move them out the way, do what I've just done there, start at the bottom working up, and then move the top three back on again. And the main advantage with this is that you can go and mill in your own. You don't have to move anything. The wood is precisely stickered. It takes ages to carry it somewhere and then re-sticker it somewhere else. It's fiddly. And then when you do come to move it, it's going to be drier and about 30% lighter because of the water it's lost. And obviously on a smaller one like this, you think, well, I could just carry that out. But if you imagine that was 2.5 foot planks rather than being 1.5 foot, a lot harder to sticker than that. So yeah, that's a first attempt, so I'm quite pleased with that. One final thing I'm going to do is just blow out the sawdust from the gap.